All right, here we go. All right, you guys, what's going on? Welcome to another episode of the Prelude. This is your boy Scotty by Nature TV,
Jamar 4.
and
Wrong way.
we're here. What is it? What you
You went the
say?
wrong way, damn it.
Oh, well, I was trying to. I be forgetting, but whatever.
We know.
But
It's
right. So tonight we're here for another grand spanking new interview with another one of the stars of realities chasing Atlanta. This person that we're bringing on tonight is an OG of the series, an OG of the whole damn
season
what
one.
season
Season
one,
one.
the first chasing reality show, the first anything. She was number one. Okay, whether you love her or you hate her, she's that girl. She's that person. All right. So without any further ado, let's bring in the OG herself, Lauren England. Let's bring her into the building.
Yes. Hey y'all.
Ow.
Listen,
Now
I'm
I
so
know
happy to be here.
We're so happy to
I know
have you.
I know we told you backstage already, but we are very excited that you are in the building because we did not think that we would get you in the building. But Jamar got you in the building, okay? We didn't think we could pull it off, but we did.
I tried. And I was curious because outside of Imani, have you interviewed on other platforms?
No, I haven't. Imani and Mikey. Those are the only two people I've done. I don't really do interviews when it comes to Chase Atlanta because I kind of like try to stay out of it. So yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, answer right there lets us know that we the bomb diggity because she don't even
I
do no
mean,
interview.
that's great. That's
Like
great.
since season one, I really haven't done. I get asked to do interviews all the time, but I'm not really like when it comes to the show. I kind of like try to keep myself out of it, you know.
I
Keep
see.
my
Well, we can
own
honestly
sanity.
say, that we're gonna talk about more than just the show. Like we want to get into your background. We want to talk about your business. We want to talk about your music, and of course, we want to talk about chasing Atlanta somehow, some way. But that's not all we're gonna talk
Yes,
about. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into a lot of different stuff. Like
I'm
this type
ready.
of show, we wanna this show when we interview people, like we want to get to know you as a person. Because sometimes, before we interview a person, we may have a certain look at a person because we see the show, but when we
Mhm.
interview them, we walk away with a different perspective on that person. So that's what the interviews. That's why we interview people the way that we do it. Know
Okay.
what I mean? Like we want to get to know you as a person. So we're gonna
Mhm.
get into a variety of things. But you do
Okay,
know
dokie.
we're gonna ask you about chasing Atlanta now. That's what the people want to know about. But we're gonna get into a lot. So,
Okay.
Listen, I'm ready to answer the questions.
You're all
all
right.
right.
I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it. So, if we get started, we'll start off with the light stuff. So, tell us, who you are, where you're from. Give us about anything about your background you want to share, and one interesting fact about you that people may not know.
Well, my name is Lauren England. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama. I'm 26 years old. I've been living in Atlanta for about 4 years, going on 5 years now. Um, I started out as a celebrity hairstylist. I created the three-part method sewing technique when I was 19 years old, which pretty much gave me my start in the hair industry and made me who I am today. And from there, I just continued to, perfect my craft with doing hair and, just exploring different things. And when I first moved to Atlanta, that's when I found out about Chasing Atlanta. So Chasing Atlanta has pretty much showed my whole life, my whole journey since living in Atlanta. I am the baby of three. I have a brother and a sister. We're all like 10, 11 years apart. I love to cook. I love, love, love to eat. So that's one fun fact. And I like to have fun. So I'm a really pretty fun girl. And that's about it about that part. Oh, I love music. I grew up with music. I love gospel music and I love church. So
Baby, let me tell you, her, Oliver, and Q was up on that live, shout, kicking, shimmying, and shaking. She said it's time to focus.
Yes, we gotta get focused now. Hallelujah.
I was there, baby. I was there. I was like, girl, they out there having a great time. I live. So throughout the show, we kind of saw you, go through your transition from your previous name to Lauryn England. How did you still come across that name, and how was it like going through that like monumental transition, sort of in the public eye?
What's crazy is when I first started working with K Michelle on the Love and Hip Hop reunion, when I first met her, she just called me Lauryn, and I really didn't grasp why she called me Lauryn or anything like that. And so it's like when I'm around her, I'm really quiet. So the whole time she kept calling me Lauryn, I never said nothing. Like she was telling her assistant my name was Lauryn. She told everybody my name was Lauryn, and I never addressed her. And I liked the name Lauryn, so I just kept the name Lauryn. And I was like, oh, okay, what's my last name gonna be? And I just came up with England.
So it rolls off the tongue.
It just rolls off the tongue. And so just with all of that, I'm just beginning to, just really find out who Lauryn is and what Lauryn likes. And so it's been a very challenging journey because it hasn't been easy becoming Lauryn and being confident in Lauryn, So it's definitely been a milestone of just becoming who Lauryn really is. So
that's great.
You know what? Now that you say that K Michelle gave you that name, because me and Jamar have met K Michelle. I met her twice. Have you met her twice, Jamar? Have you met her once?
Twice, yes.
Okay, so we both met her twice. I can honestly, say I could see her calling you Lauryn. Like that's just I can see her calling you Lauryn. Like she just give me just by being around her those 2 times I was around her, I could honestly see her doing it, and it could just stick your brain. I could see that.
Like I never knew. Like I still haven't asked her why where Lauryn came from. So it'd be funny sometimes because when I do have to say my real name, like just to reference certain things, it'd be like, does she even know what it is?
Like I don't even care. I was gonna run with it. How was your did you ever have to have any sort of conversation about your transition with your father? I know that relationship.
Oh, so let me tell y'all this. Y'all have to stay tuned to Chasing Atlanta season 4 reunion. That's the only thing I can say on that part. Like it is mind blowing. It is some tea. And he didn't know it was coming, so y'all have to stay tuned for that.
Baby, I want to know meow. I tried to get people to let me be like a bug on the wall, call me on FaceTime, and I mute myself and just like
I was definitely nervous when we filmed it. Me and Dario was like, oh, this is gonna be emotional.
I'm glad.
We said, oh Lord, this is gonna be bad.
I mean, none of us know what's gonna come of like a reunion, but at least from like the go lives and the photos and everything that's come after, everybody looks like they're in a good place. I saw a lot of support across the cast, which is always great to see as like a conclusion of a reunion. So that made me very happy.
Mm-hmm. I was happy that we was able to have our first reunion, and so for me, for being there since season 1, it's fun when you can have the shade and the drama. You want to make it seem like this big overall drama, and you want the likes and the views and different things like that. But I think this season it was very important for our community to see that we go through our differences. We may not always agree, and we do disagree, but at the end of the day, the goal was to come together and to just be able to be a family, because I think in our community sometimes we don't always stick together, and I think that's a very hard thing to do because we don't listen, we don't communicate well. And so I know for me going into the reunion, it was more so just like I was ready to grow. Some of the things that we were arguing about or disagreeing about was just simple things of misunderstanding, miscommunication. And so I think it was great that we all listened to each other. And I think that this season's reunion was like one of the best reunions because it was a lot of crying, it was a lot of drama, it was a lot of, it was a lot.
But that makes it great. Like
My lashes came off, okay? Yes.
Oh, baby.
My lashes.
Oh, wow.
A makeup question. I ain't even about to go down that rabbit hole.
Well, before you go into anything else, Jamar, I just want to piggyback off what she said in regards to our community not being supportive or looking out for each other. That's a pretty true statement. A lot of the times, people in our community don't like it when we say that, but a lot of people don't like the truth most of the time, and it's all facts. A lot of the times, a lot of us in our community, we don't really support each other. We're always quick to try to kick each other while we're down or trying to make it so a person can stay down and not be able to go up. Me and him have experienced that. But it's some I think that me and Jamar are an example as to two people in the LGBT community that are really friends and that is actually working with each other to build one another up and not trying to bring each other down, but trying to elevate each other to another level. So it'll be good to see more of that versus the same shit. So I just had to pick back what you just said in regards to that because I always say that, and people don't never listen when I say that, but it's true.
No, and that is true. And I think when it comes to chasing reality as well, I think that because of how the drama started, because of how I started on the show, when it comes to drama, different things like that, when I'm filming, I feel like I give what the show needs. I know my character, I know my place, I know my space. And I think when people come onto the show, they try to be that without understanding it. You get what I'm saying? So it causes this big old chaos that really, really don't really matter. Like in my eyes, I don't care, but in theirs, they care. And it's like, to be honest, it's not even that serious. Like the ultimate goal was for you to play your part, do your part. Let's work together. Let's figure out how we can put things together. And if we can't get, you know what I'm saying? If drama comes in that, then that's just where the drama comes. But
right.
I think that, it just be a lot of everybody trying to be the queen and everybody want to be the spot and not understanding what that spot holds. So,
baby, y'all better than me. Do it. Have at it. Entertain us, cause child.
It be a lot. It be a lot. I know this past season I was kind of like over it.
Why?
I was just like, to be honest, I really wasn't even in a place to film. I didn't know if I was gonna return back. Like, even though I had signed my contract, but I was really like, I'm not even doing it. I really could care less, So as they were filming, I really wasn't even in Atlanta like that because I was just trying to get so focused on, my goal, my deal, and different things like that. Coronavirus had took over a lot. And so my mind wasn't there, So it was kind of like I had to think about myself and not to be selfish, but I was in a place of just focus. I had been thinking about chasing Atlanta for 3 and 4 whole seasons and trying to, make sure I'm this person for this show. And it's like outside of that, I just want to be a human and I just want to get my life and my focus back.
Well, that's true. I could definitely see that. Because you've been there longer than anybody else that's there except for Cameron.
Yeah.
I think. So
Yeah, I think that's true. Yeah, she's been there. I think it's been her and Cameron there the longest, if I'm not mistaken.
They OGs.
Right.
The OGs.
I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, Chuck got this bang.
Not the bang. What they call you yesterday, Lauryn? What, banging boots?
Yes! They said banging boots. I said, what? Y'all is shady.
Listen, but did they lie? No.
They didn't lie. It was the Bays and Boots. It was Bays and Boots.
Well,
So, right.
how did you even come across the Chasing Reality brand? And as a matter of fact, how did you stumble across it, and what made you want to join the show? Like, did you have any desires to be on reality TV before you joined? Like, give me a little bit of that. Like, how did you find out about Chasing Reality? Did you have any, wants to be a reality star before then?
So, what's crazy is when I first moved to Atlanta, I was on Jack Right, and Kevon Burns had an ad on Jack, like a whole profile, and he had gay reality TV, da da da. Like it was laid out to the T, and I was like, ooh, I want to do reality TV. So it's like one of my dream jobs of being a reality star. So like I watch it every Sunday, every Monday, every Wednesday. I watch whatever reality show from VH1. I mean, from Love and Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying? I watch all of it. So, and I studied the person
Mhm.
who I studied the whole show. I studied the scenes. I studied what they do. So when I seen it, I was like, it didn't take me number one time. I was like, let me see my stuff real quick. I sent that thing. I sent it in. They emailed me back, and I've been there with them since day one of, just trying to think of some names, sitting at the round table with them. So I truly have been a part of Chasing Reality since I was probably the first person they emailed them.
Okay, I did not anticipate that response.
I didn't either.
Just see, I'm so dead trying to find me a man now. Did I end up finding my dream job? Okay.
Oh no, I told her also. I said me and her gonna end up boxing.
Oh, Rico.
Listen,
You gonna be mad at Rico at reunion then?
Oh, I already know. We interview him tomorrow. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk because I've seen the photos. I've seen. That's
But
why.
you don't know what he asked me though at the reunion.
See, we too early interview. We can't be fighting. We only 20. We ain't even 20 minutes in. We can't be fighting.
That you want to fight over. It's you.
Listen, I already had to take out Troy. I said I could take out Lauryn if I have to.
Not you gonna fight over.
So you want to fight Lauren over Rico, and then you be trying to get all up in my ass about Q.
Yes.
Yes.
You gotta pick what struggle you want to have now. Cause you can't
Why?
fight both of us over two niggas. You
He
can't
want
fight
all these
both of us.
battles. He want to fight.
Why can't I have
That's what I'm
I
saying.
have my cake and eat it
You
too?
cannot.
You can only
You ain't
have
capable.
one.
You
You can
can't
only
love
have
them
one that seems
all.
like you already been trying to fight for Q, so you need to stay over there with Q.
No, I can't do that. You know why? Because Q moved here to LA and I'm leaving LA and Rico's in Atlanta. So that's where I'm going to be. So that's where I need to focus my energy.
Oh, bitch, bye.
Whatever. Anyways, back to our guest.
Y'all so funny.
How did we... I swear I don't like her. I swear I don't like her. I do not like her.
Stop lying, boy. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying.
Shut up. Get on my nerves. So, at the beginning of the season, you mentioned that you were going to China. Like, I'm like, how does one just go to... You made it seem like it was... At first, it was like for 30 days. Was it long for 30? Initially for 30 days?
Well, no, it was really supposed to be for 2 weeks, and then I changed it for 30 days.
Child, I'm just imagining. I think Oliver said it in the confessional. You see you in China, you see somebody that look like Lauryn, all this hips ass titties and long hair. They're like, damn. So how was that whole experience? Tell us about it.
Yes, I'm glad I went to China. China was definitely a life-changing experience for me. It got me to be able to understand who I was as a person. And it made me fall in love with myself more. I'm kind of one of those people that I hate to be alone. I don't really like to go places by myself. So being there long and trying to explore and figure out different shit that I was so far away from home. And this is a true fact. When I went to China, I literally went to China on my last. I went to China with my last because I had went through a really bad situation with my ex, and I just had and I had lost 3 family members, so I was at a low point in my life. You know, I really couldn't focus on work or business. I was really depressed, wanted to commit suicide, and so I had to figure out something to get me back to the person that I know I was before I got with my ex. Before, you know what I'm saying, just with the person I was when I was that hairstylist that made me who I was. And so when I went to China, I had I had enough to get there. I did not have enough to get back, but it did not matter. I said, I'm going to go. I'm going on faith. I know I had a plan. I mapped it all out of what I was going to do, how much money I was going to make when I went, how much money I was going to come back home when I came back home. And I was able to do that. And it was one of the biggest accomplishments for myself that, you know, I never thought that I would be able to do, never thought would happen. And I'm just glad that I took that leap of faith of, you know, not really worrying about being around people, taking somebody with me, leaving my family for the holidays. It was just all about me in that moment and trying to get back, you know, get my life on track and get back focused and get out of that depression. So.
Ooh, well, congratulations. I give you a hand clap, Mitch.
Thank you.
You did that. You did that.
So when everybody be saying they didn't go, I really, really did go.
I had no doubt that you went, but I was just
and
like,
no, I did not have surgery in China.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, that was a thing in the YouTube comments. I went to China and had surgery. I'm like, are you people crazy? All the way in China? Baby, I can just go to Miami like I always do.
I did. Let me tell you, I did ask Lauryn where she got her teeth done though, because
I went to Colombia for that.
I'm scared to do that. I'm scared to go in. Maybe one day when I start making money for real.
Yeah, it's a chick that I know from my city. She went to Colombia and got her teeth done. So there's a lot of people that's going to Colombia to get their teeth done. A lot of people.
I'll be in line next. I'm just saying. So let's talk about funny, because
yes, I'm not at the funny note.
That is a catchy ass song. I can't even hold you. That is a catchy ass song.
I'll put it in baby.
Post. Every pose. Give us the inception of funny and how it kind of came to be.
So I've been like, okay, so when I was in high school, like I told you, I've always wanted to do music. And so when I was in high school, you know, being in the LGBT community was not really accepted in the music industry and different things like that. So I'll never forget before the name change, before Lauryn, you know, I had this whole like dress. I had the plaid shirt on. I thought I was going to be this gospel celebrity singer, okay? I had the songs named out. I had the album cover ready. But I got discouraged. I was like, okay, I'm not ready to do this. Like, so I just stopped, gave up. And when I came back from China, I said, you know what? I'm going to actually take this time to get back and start singing about the stuff that I go through, because I really be going through shit. And I really had needed to, like, get out of my system what my ex had did to me. I need to sing about every single thing. And so I kept going through all these songs, you know, February, March, April, May. I'm in the studio, even during coronavirus. In June, I got in the studio and I'm like, listen, I need a song that everybody can love. I need a song that everybody can relate to. I don't just want the average music in this community. Like, I don't want to rap. I don't want to sing about shit that just because I'm trans or I'm gay, it has to be, you know what I'm saying? It has to be that. I need a song that the whole world can relate to. And so we're coming up with the songs, and I had my 2 writers in there, you know, like as I'm thinking about some stuff and they're helping me, we start talking about fun, and I'm like, wait. I'm like, go back and do that one again. And so funny is just one of those things where if 2020 didn't teach you to focus, if it didn't teach you to get you some money, because people were losing their jobs. And so I'm sure everybody was trying to figure something out, find a way, make a way. And you would have somebody that say, girl, you acting real funny today. And it's like, no, I'm not acting funny, girl. I got to go to work in the morning. What are you talking about? I get to get some rest. Or I just got off of work. And so Funny is one of those songs that just motivates you to, not worry about what the haters say, not worry about what the naysayers say. Don't worry about anybody else but the bag. And if that song doesn't motivate you, I just think that you don't have no motivation in you, because I be having to listen to that song in the morning. I'm like, I'm not acting funny, okay? I'm just trying to do this. When I be brushing my teeth, like, I ain't acting funny, bitch. Get in the back of your throat.
I really do. It's always so fascinating to me to hear how people kind of come up with the ideas of these songs that we like, and where the idea came from, how it kind of came about. So I like every time I post a review or tag you in something, I play that song because I love that song.
Thank you. I love Funny too, and it's been so hard. Well, okay, so what I mean by hard, now I'm starting to finally get the return of people loving the song, and people loved it in the beginning, but I just feel like the show actually has helped this song out a lot. I'm not even gonna lie to chase reality. The song has helped that song out a lot. Okay, so wait, let me give y'all some tea. I'm actually performing at the reunion.
Now,
okay.
And it's a whole performance, okay? I mean, concert down.
First of all, Lauryn be trolling.
Beyonce who?
Let me tell you how she is a troll, okay? Because she said that she wasn't even going to that damn reunion. She wanted nothing to do with the show. She was not performing. And then she did everything she opposite of everything she said she was going to.
Exactly.
But you know what? That's fine. I'm really amped for this.
Y'all the first to know that.
Oh, see, look at God blessing us with the exclusives. Amen.
Nobody knows that, even when we was filming the reunion, the cast was like, nobody knows. I can hold secrets.
Girl, hey, look, I gotta say.
That is good to know. Okay, then. Well, okay, I heard it here first. She performed at the reunion. I didn't even think about it at all. She performed at the reunion. We heard it here first, y'all. First.
I'm posting this clip on Instagram.
Right. First. Okay. First. The ones y'all slept on. We getting the motherfucking exclusives now. The ones y'all
exclusive listen, y'all got to first hit Lauryn England will be the first LGBT artist to perform on a reality show, YouTube Live. And that's just period.
And look at God.
Praise the Lord.
Look at him. Okay, so how did you, Q, and Oliver come together for the Power of Three? Like, how did that even come about? Because when looking at the show, we see y'all three together, and I actually like y'all three together. Honestly, I do. I think y'all have the most genuine friendship on the show. So tell me, how did that even come about, and how did y'all come up with the Power of Three?
So it all started. Well, I think we all really relate because we all are entrepreneurs. We really grind hard. Not saying nobody else on the show does, but we're like the true entrepreneurs of we have our own business. We don't work for nobody else. Like, this is what we do. And so I think we kind of relate a little bit together because, we kind of go through the same struggles. We have to ask each other questions sometimes about, okay, what you think about this? Can you help me with this? And so when we did the Power of Three live last season, that night we got live, we was drunk. Like, we just had so much fun that night. And it just brought us closer to kind of understand each other more. And from that day forward, we was like, we're the Power of Three. And so we just stuck with it, ran with it. And we just been inseparable ever since. We really don't we don't talk every day, all day. But when we do talk, like yesterday, I was so sad because Q is leaving tomorrow to go back to LA. And so we haven't really spent time together because when Q moved to LA, I didn't really get a chance to like hang around him or see him leave because I was gone to China. So the other day was like my first time actually spending time with Q, even though we had filmed the scene with him and Oliver and I and Travis, and he did my music video. We didn't really get a chance to have fun because he had to go back to LA. And so after the reunion, we just had so much fun. Like to be able to do the things that I love, sing the songs that I love to sing with my friends. I was like, wow, like this is so touching. And so to see him leave yesterday, y'all, I want to cry so bad. I was like, oh. Cause Moti, if Q wasn't in LA, I think me and Q would be married by now, honestly.
You know what? He should come back so that you can be free. Never mind.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me get my charger. Hold on 1 second.
Go ahead. Look, I'm campaigning, damn it. Shoot.
You call me a whore, though.
And you are. I mean, that don't change nothing.
But you call me a whore.
The facts are still the facts, my love.
No, it ain't no fact. Because I ain't out here fighting over 2 different men. That's you.
I ain't even did nothing yet.
Yes. So that means you're anticipating doing it.
And look, in between that time, you're going to throw a blow or two. Never mind. Because
just know, you gotta be like me, bitch. You gotta be like me, bitch. Don't talk about it. Walk about it. Because you know I will walk about it.
Girl, bye.
That's why you call me a whore. That's why you call me a whore anyway.
I will at a time. So
bitch, get back to the interview.
I am. So in regards to that live, that particular Power of 3 live sparked a lot of shit.
If I would have known that it was gonna spark so much shit, I would just tell them I don't want to do
it. Because from that live was, I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that live the root of the issue that has been long going between you and Lil Kendra?
I'm doing that because that live started so much shit that I had forgot about it. You get what I'm saying? I really had forgot about it. And we talked about it at the reunion a little bit. I never said nothing on the live, honestly. I know I didn't. And I always say, if anybody can please bring it back up to me what I said, I apologize. But I never said nothing negative on that live because Kendra had done nothing to me. You get what I'm saying? And so I think where the frustration came in with her was that when we got off the live, I was like, girl, did you know the songs came out? And I was like, no, I didn't. I really did not know that. I didn't even know that the songs had came out. And so, I was drunk. I got a little tipsy, got real hot-headed and upset. Because I'm like, we ain't signed no contracts, blase, 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 blase. I was pissed. I would like to say that Kendra, Wayne the Pain did send me the contract. I just never got a chance to sign it because me and Kendra was supposed to sign it in person. Well, she had went to jail, of course, and I never got a chance to sign it in person. My take was, even though we didn't sign it, that don't mean to put music out just because we didn't sign it. I don't think that's right or fair because even if you was gonna do that, you didn't even say, "Hey, the song's coming out tomorrow. The song's coming at midnight. Let's get the promo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's get the promo. Let's get some promo going." You said nothing. You just put the songs out.
Was it finished? Because I think somebody mentioned that it wasn't really fully like mixed and mastered.
If Kendra want to say, listen.
I ain't acting funny now. In
Kendra's defense, they were finished, so they were finished. I'm saying that I'm saying I don't want to say they wasn't finished, and for her music they were finished, so they were finished.
Well,
I feel like it's fair to say that.
that's
like it's not throwing shade. It's like I can say it wasn't, but she said it is, so it was finished.
But yeah, I could definitely see, why you kind of felt like, well, we didn't necessarily get to sign the contract, so if we wanted to do like a proper rollout, we could have done it, X, Y, Z.
Right, like it wasn't even about the contract for me, honestly. Even though I made a deal of it about, like I said, even after I called Wayne Pan, I really had forgot all about what I called him about, because that was like that was so long that I had called him to the day that you see him picking up Kendra from jail and they have that conversation. That was so long that I had forgot about it. I really had forgot that I even had the conversation. So when she had did a live one day, she did an interview with King of Reeds and said my name was talking about me. I instantly wrote her and was like, girl, what's our issue? And she ignored me. And I'm like, oh, I guess we got an issue.
Oh.
But I did not know that she was talking about me so bad like that on the first few episodes. So when you see me by the season of the finale, I'm pissed off because I'm like, girl, you been saying all this about me all season. I ain't seeing you. I ain't saying nothing about you. Even though I was saying little things in my scenes, that was because on the outside looking in, you didn't know that she was talking about me on social media. You didn't know she was posting videos of me on her page. You didn't know all these things. So it just looks like I'm talking about Kendra because she's talking about me. No, I never said nothing about the girl, to be honest. I was just reacting into what she was already doing before the show even had came out. So.
Because baby, when you was at the scene with Oliver, I think you were in the studio recording the song. Girl, oh, wait, can you hear me?
I don't know what just happened. What you said?
Oh, okay, yeah, the sound got a little distorted for a second.
Yes, I was looking at it too.
When you were, I think that scene with Oliver, I think you were recording the song, or one of y'all were in the studio recording the song, and you had said she looked a little hard in the face, and she should go back to jail and she could be more soft. I was like, ooh, Lauryn.
I was taking it as giving her a compliment. Listen, because me and Kendra has made up. But at the time,
I know.
At the time, I was more so saying, like, girl, before you went there, you was not looking all like you looking right now. So when you come back out of there, girl, you looking real fishy, girl. You looking real good. I was giving her a compliment. She was looking good. I don't think nobody can say that she wasn't. So I could just like, girl, you go back in there so you can be with the men. No, I didn't. I just said so you can look a little bit more. Like, girl, I was saying like maybe she kept going back. Like maybe she'd like keep,
I can definitely see that, but
it came out wrong. But I was definitely giving her a compliment. Honestly, it was a shady compliment.
That's true. And I think it's just because Oliver was just being so
dramatic.
Hide behind the table, knocking over shit.
Oliver is so crazy.
I love Oliver. He's coming back for part 2 later this week, so I'm so excited to have that conversation.
Yeah.
Right.
So it seems like y'all were in a point of resolution.
Hold on, the sound again.
Is it? Scotty, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how do I sound now?
I can hear you now. I don't know what's going on.
This StreamYard.
That's StreamYard being ghetto. Hopefully it won't be going in and out like that. But around the time when y'all were first starting to reconcile, there was this whole drama again about how she reached out to you and you recorded the phone call. Tell us, a little bit about why you decided to record her and then share the conversation. Ooh, that sounds so bad. What the hell?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Scott, do you hear that?
Yeah, I hear it now.
StreamYard? Get together.
Ooh.
Come on.
Ain't nothing but the devil.
Look, come on, StreamYard. Work it out.
Hello?
Can you hear us? Does it sound any better?
Yeah, it's doing it again. Yeah.
Why? Why?
It's like I can hear you, Jamar. It's just like a static beat that I hear. I don't know why I hear
I don't
it.
hear me though. Can
Like,
you
I
hear
can
me?
hear, I can understand.
But it's like almost warping her voice a little bit.
Yeah.
Say something else, baby.
Send us backstage again and then bring me back out. See if that changes anything.
Okay. Well, yeah, we're trying to
Okay.
put her backstage and come back. Let's see if
Hold
is it.
hold
Ooh,
on.
come on, StreamYard, please, please. Okay, so yeah, stop now.
Okay, let me bring it back.
It's still wait. Nope, nope. It's still try leaving and then coming back in with with that same link that
You
you're
want me to
doing.
leave and come back?
Yeah, yeah. You leave and come back.
Jeez, StreamYard, I swear they don't let you be great.
You know what? I'm gonna have to go right back to Zoom
I'm some because girl,
and try to see if we could do something. If I can really get it popping with Zoom, because baby, StreamYard be making shit seem like we on dial up or some shit like that, and I ain't had dial up in years.
and it comes out of nowhere. Like it's not even consistent. Like there's not a.
And
Uh,
we haven't had no bad audio all interview.
and then all of a sudden it just wanna like that's and then when we start getting to the good shit, y'all let her say all the good, clean stuff, all the wholesome stuff that we want to know about her. Then we start getting to the mess.
Right.
We sorry, y'all. We working on it, but hey, there's 100 of y'all in here. Hi,
She backstage now. Hold on.
hello, how are you? Come on, please. Oh God,
Hello?
yeah.
I don't know what's maybe it's StreamYard's connection.
Ooh, okay, so it's see sometimes with StreamYard it kind of irons itself out. Oh God, please. This is the worst part about the virtual stuff. Technical issues. What's happening? No, do not fuck
Okay,
this
I
up.
don't hear no echoes anymore now.
There's like this distorted sound. Okay, what is going on?
It's like it's a delay.
Okay,
It's like
say
an
something.
echo or something.
Can you hear us?
I can kind of hear you, but it's still doing the same thing.
Oh, shit. Uh, what do you think we should do?
She she left and she coming back in. I even took my earphones out. So
Lauryn must not have earbuds on if you notice that they both talk at the same time. But there's been plenty of people that haven't had earphones on and it not caused like it's. I really feel like it's StreamYard. I really feel like just something.
hold
Come on.
on, Lauren is back. Hold on 1 second.
I'm sorry, y'all. This sucks. This. Oop. I think. Are we back? Can you hear us?
Yeah, it's just hold on a second.
I wonder if we can.
It's still doing it.
I wonder.
Jamar, because someone said it echoes on your end. So how about you go out and come back in?
Okay, let me try that.
Hold on 1 second. All right, hold up. And then it looked like Lauren is froze.
Okay, how is it now?
Okay, I hear no echoes.
But what happened? It was fine for a good, like, at least 45 minutes, or at least a half an hour.
I know.
And then it just started. Oh, I hate StreamYard. We got to go back to Zoom.
I don't know how to work Zoom, man. I gotta learn.
Girl, but this right here
Because
is
I
not.
had Zoom. I was paying for Zoom for a while.
Did we ever use it for these?
No, because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So I canceled. Someone said it because I think it's Lauryn. As soon as she got her phone charged, that's when it started messing up.
Hopefully, your phone's not like getting overheated or anything.
That could be what it is. That could be what it
But
is.
if, mm,
Because sometimes when you do lives and shit, your phone do get overheated and then it start fucking up.
well, mine is fine right now, but it did kind of start happening when her phone charged. But she just got a new phone today.
Okay, she backstage. Let's see.
Okay,
Okay.
how do we sound?
It's still kind of doing it, but I'm gonna try to see if I can hear.
I can hear you better now. Because I couldn't hear you before. I can hear you now.
Yeah, I still can't really hear you though.
Shit.
Okay, wait. Keep talking.
Hello, hello.
Okay,
How are
okay,
you?
okay. It's back.
God
Okay.
damn.
We got
I was
it. We
like,
got
what
it.
I'm
happened?
like, devil, don't
This
you?
shit, it happens. It does happen sometimes because this same shit happened with Troy and Dominique. But it happened at the very beginning.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
That time.
that's true. Okay, so now we try to get back on track. Um, when there was some sort of reoccurring drama or issue between you and Kendra when she tried to reach out to you, and you had played the conversation that you guys had with Oliver and Troy, and that was a whole conversation. Should she have done it? Should she not have done it? So tell us, what your mind was going through, why you decided to share that, or what it was that you were sort of going for in that moment.
So I had not filmed with the cast all season. I was actually supposed to be at the whole birthday dinner thing, but they end up changing the date. And so the date that they moved it to, I already had something planned. I couldn't change what I had planned. And so, I already knew that Kendra had an issue with me and blase, blase, blase. And so when everybody was telling me, what was happening that night, because everybody was calling me or whatnot, it was like, Kendra basically was saying like how she had not an issue with Oliver and she wanted Troy. I mean, she wanted Q and Lauryn. And so to get a phone call the very next day from Kendra stating that she had no issue with me and it wasn't that big of a deal. Mind you, she had already done all this stuff. And I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. See, what we're not going to do is try to play Lauryn. So what we're not going to do is act like you didn't have the conversation with Lauryn about y'all being cool, but You get what I'm saying? Like I didn't want to just nobody. Like I don't want to be blindsided. Like we're cool, and then when we link up, you flip out on me. So I had just wanted to have it just in case a bitch flip out. I always got that proof of she just said that she had no problem with me.
You're right. I do love a good receipt.
It wasn't the fact of, oh, let's put her on blast. It was more so like she literally just told y'all that she wanted me and Q. And the next day she calls me and try to cool by y'all to the Lord. I was like, oh no, we're not even gonna play this. I'm not even really here for this one. I stopped the right where it was.
You know what? That's good. I'm glad we get these like little nuggets because the show, people's opinions, the editing, all that stuff can get all out of hand. But this is like, okay, let me just do this real quick. Just in case shit goes a little bit left. Let me just have this in my back pocket.
I'm gonna have it right in my back pocket. And like I said, I don't even record conversations. I'm not the type of person. But it was just very odd that, like I said, she had just said, as y'all seen, she wanted Q and Lauryn. So to get that phone call y'all the next day as if like you just was not about to try to drag me, I was like,
what?
I already know this finna give. I just feel like it was gonna give when we did see each other. She was gonna try to attack or have this moment with me. And it was like, no, you just called me and said we was cool, girl. So I ain't like that. I feel like you could have called me way before this even happened. That's how I feel. Like, don't try to have the moment and then call me. No.
Because it's like, no, we need to have it, like, just in case. So, in regards to that, when you messaged Oliver was doing his video shoot, shooting for Monique Hart, and y'all were on FaceTime, and you sent something to his phone where he gagged, gooped, fell out, dropped the phone and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you had this envelope at this finale saying, girl, I know why you went to jail. I know why you went to jail. And then the episode ended, and none of us know why she went to jail.
Why she went to jail?
Well, y'all have to stay tuned to the reunion because the envelope was brought to the reunion. The envelope was brought to the reunion, okay? I can't get y'all that exclusive because then they go watch the reunion. The envelope was, listen, that same envelope was held into my drawer, my dresser for a long time. It was taken to the reunion.
See, I knew she was going to say that, but I was hoping I could get out of her.
It was present at the reunion. It was present.
I mean, I guess I'll be patient and watch the reunion like everybody else. But, this reunion getting better and better as we talk about it, child.
It really is, like, for real. It really is. How did you feel watching that scene when they was at Troy's dinner? How did you feel about your edible arrangement being the reason as to why all this got started? Did you know that sitting at edible arrangement was gonna get shit popping, or did you not expect it at all?
I didn't expect it to go that left. I knew it was gonna be like shady. But let me tell y'all this, I did not know that there was 100% just Troy's birthday dinner. The way it was presented to me was as if it was Troy's and Oliver's event together. So that's why I mentioned to Oliver that, hey, sorry I couldn't come to your event. I didn't know it was Troy's birthday dinner, like just 100% Troy's birthday dinner. Mind you, I still spent $30 that never was even there. So.
I did see that though.
So this just goes to show you Lauryn is a really good person. Lauryn is a team player, okay? Because I didn't want to be like, oh, no, I'm not going to be this whole, I'm not sending my 30. They had counted for me to be there. I couldn't come and I didn't want them to have to recalculate and send everybody else another amount. There was just too much. So I just like started off. Just send it. Somebody else can enjoy my play.
Well, somebody did enjoy your play, child.
Mail it to me, child. Y'all ain't got no to-go plates?
Girl, I ain't gonna lie. That food did look kind of good. It was a shame it went to waste. But yeah, that once you watched that, when you watched it back, you was just probably like, "Oh my god!"
I was like, "I'm so glad I was not there."
That would have been.
I'm so glad. It would have been worse.
It could have been oof, child.
It was gonna be. God knew and heard my cry. It was gonna be worse if I was there at the birthday dinner.
Yeah, I can only imagine because baby, she was ready. So, switching gears, let's get some clarification because I don't feel like I really knew, or they didn't really say too much on the show. What occurred between you and Dominique's sister? What was he needing to talk to you about in regards to, like, he needed to just set something up, or he needed to get things straight, or have this conversation? What was that about?
It was really nothing to really be discussed between Dominique and I, honestly, because his sister and I, his sister won. Told me she wanted to come work in my store, but she didn't live in Atlanta. I said, well, to help us both out, you can come stay with me. But it was my boyfriend at the time, his best friend, which was my assistant, and Dominique's sister, which Dominique's sister and my assistant was staying in the same room. And just two females, they go through things, arguing, fussing early in the morning. It's two girls in the same room. They don't know each other like that. So it was just a lot. And my boyfriend was not having it. He got tired of fussing at them in the morning. So one morning it was just this big old ordeal. Like, it was crazy. I did try to jump in the way and help, but I got yelled and fussed at. So, bitch, I got back in the bed, mind my own goddamn business. I was like, I really did, but I didn't know what else more to really do. And it was kind of like left between them two. And so that's just where it ended. Mind you, I had seen Dominique numerous occasions. Never thought that would be an issue. I just wish that it was more of a respect thing of, hey, I'm coming onto the show. We are from the same hometown. Do you mind speaking on this? Because I really would like to talk to you about this. It didn't matter how he came, how he presented it on camera. It would just been, okay, when we had this conversation, I know that we're about to have a conversation. You get what I'm saying? Because now I feel like you're trying to make me out to be this bad person, or like you got tea on me, or like you're just trying to comfort me. And I was not in that space for any of that, Mm-hmm. And so I was just like, damn, at least he could have did was just said something to me. It's like, bitch, we finna be on the same show. There was no reason for two people from Birmingham to be, at odds. That was the time to be able to come together and be like, okay, we made it out of Birmingham, X, Y, and Z. Even though there was, even if he felt like there was a conversation that needed to be had, he could have went a different route than just throwing it at Oliver on the first episode and the first time that you met Oliver. You could have waited until you had seen me to drop it in front of everybody. That's just how I felt at that time. So
I can see that because she was like, so why didn't we talk about this, and now all of a sudden everybody else is here? But I could see that. I could definitely see that. But it was kind of strange. It was like, that's kind of like y'all's situation as opposed to. But I mean, I understand. If it's his sister, I guess she probably gave him a version that may have been different from hers. Of course, it's going to be more sided to her. So it was just. I'm glad that it got sorted. But like you said, it could have been sorted out a lot sooner. So that's always good to hear.
Do you feel like Oliver coming to you with it was him being messy about it, or just him just being a friend?
It was definitely him being a friend because he already knew what I was going through with my ex at that time. He knew the low point that I was in life, and he knew that I really did not want to film. When you see me and Oliver filming, and when I have that purple shirt, I was at a very low point in my life. Like, I was going to China that next Monday. That was like a Saturday or Sunday that we filmed that. I was going to China like the next day. And I was just not even like, my mind wasn't there. So when he started talking about boyfriends, all this other shit, I'm like, wait a minute. Now we ain't finna even bring this shit up. We ain't finna talk about nothing with my ex. You know, I didn't care. And I didn't care to know what it was that had to be discussed. So that's why you see me saying like, You know, I just think sometimes, you know, yes, it's a reality TV, but everything doesn't have to be on TV. At some point, for your own sanity, everything doesn't have to be displayed unless you want to. And those were some of the things that I didn't want to be displayed, not with Dominique, but just, you know, when you start bringing up things that I'm trying to get over right now, I don't want to hear about it or talk about it. And so Oliver definitely wasn't trying to be messy. He was definitely coming at me as if like, this is what's being talked about right now, and I want you to know this before you leave.
So it sounds like it was like a very much of a timing thing. Because I'm wondering, let me ask you, if you had met with Dominique first and he sort of approached you at that same point in your life, in that same mindset, would you have been open to the conversation then?
Yeah, it just depends on how he would have had presented the conversation.
I agree. That's what it sounds. It sounds like it was a lot.
You get what I'm saying? Like if I would have met with Dominique first, then I would have had no choice but to have a conversation with him. And then how the conversation turned out, just depends how the conversation turned out. But since I met with Oliver first, and when Oliver brought it back to me, Oliver did not change it up. Oliver didn't make it seem like, oh, this person's coming for you or any of that. He just simply was telling me what was being said. And since it had something to do with my ex, I was just like, no. We ain't even finna even go that route or even do that. It's time to move on.
Sure. Well, look, we're going to do a throwback. Okay, you ready for this? Because I kind of got like a crash course of chasing Atlanta over the summer, well, late in the fall. And so I remember watching the season 2 reunion. Oh, what a reunion it was. That was so good. I just got to know, what is your relationship to this day with a Sir Gardini?
I love Gardini.
What?
Gardini and I are cool. You know, we see each other when we're out, we speak, we hug. He was just actually at the Chasing Reality kickback that we had after the reunion. He was there. So we definitely are on a great page. And we are in totally two different lanes. And when we see each other, we speak on social media, we speak, and that's just that.
I'm so glad to see you. Let's say y'all have really come, because I think they joined your live one day. I'm like, wow, they've really come a long way.
Yeah, they have. Because
I really don't be having hate in my heart. I just really hate when people make it seem like I'm more than something that I'm not, or make it seem like because we're in a bad space, you want to make me seem lower than what I am, or you want to make it sound like I'm really out here hurting you. And it's like, no, I'm really just reacting to how I felt like you are treating me, because I stay in my own space. I be in my own. I be in my room by myself. Like, I go out every now and then. I go out, but I don't really just be like, oh, girl, this what's going on with this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not into all of that. I'm really not. So the best way to stay out of that is just to stay to yourself and mind your own business. And mind the business that pays you. So
I agree. And I didn't realize how young you were, because now I feel ancient in comparison.
I'll be 27 in October.
What's your birthday?
Oh, I feel old as shit.
October 11th.
She's a Libra.
Oh,
I'm a Libra.
Almost. She could have kept you, in a little bit longer, had you based in there a little bit longer so you can come into the Scorpio realm. But
boy, nobody wants to be no Scorpio. No one.
Mad about it. Okay.
I actually came early.
Nobody wants to be.
Libras are the smartest. Libras are so talented, smart, loving, compassionate, very passionate.
Well, one of my best friends is a Libra, and he is that.
We have a heart of gold, but we would easily cut a bitch off if we feel like they are no good for us. Like, it's no questions asked. We not giving you the time of the day. We're not asking you, are you okay with this? We just gonna cut you the fuck off and don't care how your feelings is.
Which I mean, y'all are what's that balance sign? The
Huh?
scale? Is that the scale?
What?
The Libra sign. Is it represented by the scale, I think? Or is that Virgo?
No, I
I
think
think
that's
it's
Virgo.
Libra. I
I
don't know.
think that's Virgo. I don't really know.
I ain't really got no. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm all into the
Yeah, I'm not a
that's
big
other girl.
like. I'm not a big like sign like. No, when I'm trying to date somebody or talk to somebody, I'm like, oh, okay, you're a Leo. Let me try to go look this up and figure out if we even compatible, child, a little bit. I
Well,
ain't see what
I'm
I'm dealing
to
with
the
before I
person.
even get worked up.
She's an Aquarius.
It
I'm
says
all to the
Aries and Libras. I wish I could find me an Aries guy. Like it says we're very compatible, and I have not found the Aries yet.
Hmm.
Every time I find an
Q
Aries, it be
to
something
Aries.
wrong.
Who?
Q.
You would know.
That's probably why I love Q so much.
I love Q too. I can't wait because Q's gonna come in February. That's gonna be great. Go ahead, Scotty.
It is. Okay, we have so now we've decided chat that we would answer some fan questions or whatnot, and I did say please be respectful about it. So what I'm gonna do is whatever fan question pops up, I'm gonna put it on the screen. I'm only gonna let allow 5 fan questions, and then we're gonna wrap it up. Well, we got a game to do first, then wrap it up. But you can choose to answer it if you like, Lauren. You have that choice. If you don't want to answer, just say, "Girl, I'm not answering it," and we can move on to the next. So,
Okay.
for anybody in the chat, if you have any questions, please put it in the chat now. I see one question right here.
Meow, meow,
So,
meow.
let me go for it.
Mind you, there's over
So,
100 people in the chat right now.
Is it?
and it's over 100. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Joshua 1994 2 says, "What happened to her and Milan Christopher?"
We're really good friends. He will always hold a special place in my heart.
Ain't he fine?
He's so fine, I love him to death. But you know what? Me and Milan is like, I think we're just focused. Like, I'm really, really focused. He's really, really focused. And I just think when we come back together, we'll come back together.
All right.
Okay.
Girl, tell me about it in the DM. Because girl,
Let's see.
I know y'all got
Hold
some more
on. Let me
questions
see.
out there.
I see, they're
Oh,
starting to come in.
yeah.
They starting to come in.
Lauren, what is your relationship like with Devon?
Me and Devon, we are on good terms. He actually just coming on one of my posts not too long ago. We DM each other from time to time sometimes. And if he comes to like a K Michelle listening session at the studio or something, I do see him and we speak then as well. So we're on good terms and I wish him the best with his music and with his success with his cooking career as well.
Do we see a collab
That's
in the
good.
future?
Huh?
Do we see a collab in the future?
Oh,
Another.
in the future, if the timing and the things are right in the near future, won't speak too soon, but maybe in the near future.
The fans will see it.
Okay. Um, this question: Who has hooked up on the cast?
Oh, I would not know that. And if I did know that, listen, and if I did know that, I definitely could not say.
Baby.
Okay, well, since you already answered the Devon part, someone did ask about Devon again, but they also added Montel to the question. Are you cool with Montel these days?
We're cordial. We're cool.
Well, that's about as best as you're gonna get. About as good.
Y'all
That's
coming
about as good.
fast.
I'm just saying we cordial and we cool.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about Oliver making up with Kendra?
Listen, I'm so happy they made up. But when y'all see this piece of tea, that they got at the reunion. Me and Q was sitting over like, now, bitch, you ain't saying nothing to us about that. You and Kendra that had some motherfucking tea in all this long, and you been gonna tell us? I was over here. Well, you know what? I'm glad that they have made up because their situation and their arguments was just like, are we really gonna keep arguing about this? Like, it's gonna be too much. So thank God that they were able to work it out, figure it out, and become stronger and better.
I think that's going to be just like a moment in every interview that there has to be a stronger and better moment. Mm-hmm. Every time. It's so much fun. Are you going to take any more questions?
This one on the screen. How has your artistry evolved since Funny?
Wow, that's a great question because when you guys see me perform on the Chasing Reality reunion, I was very much myself. I performed in front of my dad actually, and now that I have been able to do that, I'm so ready to perform more because I'm so confident in that. And I'm just getting better with my dance moves, me performing, me opening up, me getting loose, me just taking the moment in as an artist and as Lauryn and not really focus about the outside or the people that may not like it. And just focusing on the people that I'm able to touch and this the people that I'm able to touch, heal during my music and my performance. And most of all, I want to be a great entertainer for the LGBT community. I want to be that leader to show people that, you can do anything that you put your mind into, no matter who say that you can, who like it, who don't like it. And just always keep God first and knowing that whatever you do, it will be prosperous and that it will go far. So I have evolved tremendously since then with just even being able to communicate with you guys, answering you guys' questions, doing this interview. It just all has made me a better and a growing person each day by day.
Hallelujah.
Okay, and I'm gonna get one more question because I think I
We can do
answered.
two
I mean,
more. We
I
can do
got
two more. We can do two more.
okay,
I'm
two
in a good
more.
place to answer
Okay,
questions.
Okay, well, shoot, y'all better take
okay.
advantage.
Do you think Wayne DePayne should have moved Kendra out of the drama more as a manager?
To answer that question on a fast note, yes. I just feel like the first thing, like how I would want my manager to do me when I first got out of jail is not to bring me with drama. I done had enough in there. I feel like the first few conversations should not have been about me or Oliver or any of that. It should have been about, hey, you just got out. These are the things we got to do. We need to be focused. Like, what do you want to do since you get out? What are the tour dates? We need to get in the studio. We need to get to work. Then when we come around, everybody, oh, why you at the studio? Whatever the case might be, have that conversation there. I just think you went around the wrong approach with bringing the information to her as soon as she get out of jail. You already frustrated. You already heated. You already just got out of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a lot on her mind. So I just think that it was kind of like the wrong move to bring more drama on top of drama on top of drama when somebody
Mm-hmm.
just got out of drama. You get what I'm saying? So it's
That's
like you should have just like been focused on business and let the drama just come about.
you mean yeah.
Okay, I agree. Okay, I'm about to pull up the last question. I wasn't gonna bring this one up because I feel like you already answered it. Because some of these questions I feel you've already answered it within the interview, but I'm gonna bring this one up just to close it out. Lauren, are you and Kendra cool?
Me and Kendra are sisters. In this community as trans sisters and me transitioning, I think that we definitely have to stick together and I admire Kendra for, giving me a second chance and I hope that she admire me for giving her a second chance and just repatching, regaining and repairing our sisterhood in this community because we definitely have to stick together because a lot of transgenders are losing their lives daily. Um,
Hmm.
and I think that to be an example, I can't say that I want to inspire, empower, or any of that if I'm not willing to forgive certain people, if I'm not willing to You know, I think the best part of growing is sometimes you have to forgive. Not necessarily that you're gonna forget, but you have to forgive to get to the next level, or just sometimes just to, you know, move on. And so I'm glad that we did that. We are cool as sisters, and I look forward to the things that we have coming up in the near future.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad to hear that.
Me too. I'm very glad to hear that. I'm very glad. Okay, well, that was it for all the fan questions. Okay, so the last thing we're gonna get into is the game that me and Jamar play with on each interview, with anybody from this cast or any other cast that we interview from. We always go through the list of the cast members and we give you a chance to describe them in either one word or you just say what you think of that particular person.
Ah! You seem so excited.
Lord.
Without any further ado, Jamar, you can start off. You can go ahead and start the game off. I think I know what name you're gonna start off with, being that you
No,
just playing with your head.
no, I will not
Oh,
do that.
okay.
I will not do that. I will start with Oliver.
One word.
One word.
Talented.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, hey, that's
Q.
Sexy.
you ain't never lied, baby. And you know how many times people have watched that man running on the beach, girl? I'm just saying. Troy.
Chocolate. Troy. Boom. You know what? Let me tell y'all something. I love Troy. Me and Q at the reunion, Troy had this little purse, right? We said Troy with the purse. I love Troy. I hate that we went through what we went through because I was really trying to get to know Troy and be a friend. And just build a friendship with him. And so I'm glad we got over that. So Troy is funny. Troy is very handsome. And I know he's gonna go far because he just has that go getter. Like he's such a go getter to me.
That's so
Okay,
awesome.
Dominique.
Um, what's the word I want to use? Spicy.
That's true.
Good choice.
Spicy. Dominique is very spicy.
Good choice. I'm gonna go ahead and get this one out the way. Rico.
Baby daddy.
See.
Ah.
See, listen, I'm just trying to have me some mixed kids now, okay?
Okay, but me too.
Well, you need to go find you another mixed donor. Leave mine alone.
You supposed to have Q. You said that was your soulmate.
I got
get married.
Yes, I know. I said I want me a mixed child. See, Q can't give me no mixed kids. He can only give me dark skin.
Well, we can give you the little syringe. You can do what you need to do.
Oh my God.
Go ahead, Scotty.
Oh my God. Okay. Travis.
Preach.
Yeah.
Gospel singer.
You might as well just say Fred. Just go ahead and say Fred Hammond. I know it's there. I know it's right at the end. Oh, Fred Hammond.
Oh, praise the Lord, saints. Praise the Lord. How y'all doing today in the house of the Lord?
Cameron.
I'm trying to think the proper word. No, I'm really trying to find the proper word. Like, okay, give me somebody else real quick. Because I don't want to just give like a cliche answer. I want to find like a really good answer that best describes Cameron. So, can we come back to Cameron?
His camera's not last, is he?
Because it's two more people, I
Oh,
think, if I'm
go
not
ahead. Go
mistaken.
ahead with the next. Go ahead with the next one. We'll pin Cameron there.
Wayne the Pain.
All right, duh.
Shit starter. At the time. But now I would give him, he's a sweetheart. Wayne the Pain, let me tell you something. Kendra told me Wayne the Pain was fighting for our friendship. She was like, they even got to arguing about us not being cool. So I give him sweetheart. Wayne the Pain did have my back. Wayne the Pain did. Like, I never had a Dove moment with Kendra or Wayne, honestly, when we were cool. So I do give him. I almost said shit starter because of how he started the season. But he's a really cool, genuine, loving sweetheart.
And, well, even though she's not last, Kendra.
Talented, queen, ratchet. She real. She gonna give it to you all. She gonna give it to you all. And I'm happy for her growth and her journey of, just becoming who she wants to be.
Okay.
Now back to
And
Cameron.
we're back to Cameron.
Cameron's my brother. So like that's why it's so hard to find a word just other than say sweet, loving, genuine. I really just say he's my brother, honestly. We've been together. We've been on the show since day one. He's an OG. So I don't have nothing more to just say other than my brother, honestly. Cause he and I know, when me and Cameron see each other out, when we go out together, we have a really, really good time. And I love all of his friends dearly. So that's what we are.
That's amazing. It's always great to see you guys, stick together through this entire experience. Because, like I said, it could not be me. It could not be me.
Or me.
Lauryn, this was so much fun.
Yes, it was. Thank y'all so much again for having me.
This was so much fun. And at the end, I always like to ask, because especially you who haven't done as many interviews and got on any platforms, how did you feel during the interview? Did you feel comfortable? Did you have a good time? Did we do our job as hosts? We want to get your feedback.
Y'all were very professional. I definitely had a great time with here. Y'all made me feel very comfortable. I felt like we was family here. I didn't feel like I was being interviewed. I just felt like I was having a really good time and just answering different questions and just really getting to know you guys and you guys getting to know me. And I would love to be back. Maybe after the reunion airs or whatever the case may be, maybe we can set that up. Maybe after the scene with me and my dad that y'all will see. But y'all did a really, really good job, and I hope you guys continue to do this and just continue to put our community on, and just continue to be successful and striving for you guys' goals and dreams.
Thank you so much.
I
can't wait to see.
That is a word. That is a word. That is what we needed.
Yes, don't get discouraged. Listen, because them 100 people in them chat, one day gonna be 1,000, the next 1 minute gonna be 5,000. Like we all just have to keep striving. That's the only thing. Like that's the only thing we can do. Just keep striving.
There was a time where we was happy to get 40 people in the chat. Okay, so like we are happy each time. We don't care if it's 20 or 30 in the chat. Long as
just
there are
keep
people.
going. Just keep going. Just keep going. A lot of people get discouraged because only one person bought something from their business. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going and stay focused.
Okay. Shout out from this is the year. Gotta stay focused. Let me tell you something. Y'all follow Laura on social media because I discovered her TikTok and she danced her wig and came off, child. And
listen, I don't get a chance to have as much fun as I want on the show, but I love having fun. You give me a little wine, drink, a blunt, and some turkey music. Oh, it's a wrap. Turkey and gospel music, it's a wrap.
not twerking and gospel music.
So I need the twerking and the gospel.
So the last thing I want to know, I need another Lauryn After Dark, because let me tell y'all, it was 4 a.m. on Instagram, and Lauryn had called these people in her live to moan, and I lost it. I was dead laugh. I was like, she was dead ass. She was not playing. She was not playing.
I may have one tonight. I don't know yet.
Oh, girl, just let me know. I'll be tuned the fuck in. I was just laying in my bed, just cackling like she was not. She was.
I can hear you cackling too.
But I was keying, coughing, all of that in my bed. But this was so much fun. Thank you again, Lord, for coming onto our platform.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
We really appreciate you coming on the platform. It really made us feel even more special that we are one of the few people that you granted your presence with for an interview. We will forever be grateful for that. Most definitely.
Thank you, and I'll be forever grateful for you guys having me. And I can't wait to see y'all at the top. We're gonna go to the top together, and we just got to keep supporting each other and loving on each other and sticking together and making sure that we all, just have the best support system. So I'm excited for that.
Amen. Let the saints, let the doors open.
The doors are open, child. All doors are open, okay?
Look, shall we start collecting?
All the doors are open.
Passing around the collection plate. We pass it around. Collect the offerings. Get your crackers and grape juice.
Well, first off, before you do go, Lauryn, just let everybody know what you got going and where they can find you on social media and all that good stuff. Let them know.
Okay, so you guys, one, I want to say for everybody that's on this chat, make sure that you guys tune in into the Chasing Reality, Chasing Atlanta season 4 reunion, which is starting next Wednesday. I believe it's going to be a 3-part reunion, so you guys have to stay tuned for that because I will be performing live. Make sure that you guys stream my single Funny, the remix featuring DJ Chose on all platforms. Funny is an amazing song. It's definitely going to motivate you to continue to get you some money, get up and go to work. Don't be depressed. Get up, get out there. You can find me on Instagram at I am Lauryn England. That's with a Y, Lauryn England. I am, of course, and my Twitter is Lauryn England 8. Just make sure that you guys please support me, stream my music, and I have a lot of more music coming out really, really soon. And Lauryn is actually about to get her nose done. We're having surgery January the 29th. So I will be filming and documenting that with my transition surgery. Transition journey. So yeah, so I'll be in a shell and locked up in a room healing for 6 months.
Oh, 6 months.
Yes.
Oh, that will see. I'm just gonna get to Atlanta like next week. I ain't even gonna see you.
Well, no, that's January the 29th. So you got a good week before after January 29th, I'll be gone.
Girl, well, you know what? We connected now, so I got you. I'm gonna hit you up.
Okay.
Ooh, almost broke.
Let me know when you get to Atlanta as well.
I will. It's next weekend.
He will. He gonna let everybody know when he comes.
I'm glad you know. Okay, let's let our guests head on out of here. Thank y'all again so much for watching. This was incredible. Gonna be one of my new favorites. I'm gonna watch these back.
Yes. Bye, y'all. I hope y'all have an amazing night. A blessed 2021. And don't forget to stay focused and keep going up to the top and keep loving on your people. So I thank y'all so much for having me again. And I can't wait to see this interview. And I love you guys. And good night.
Thank you so much, baby. Have a great rest.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. Oh my God, you guys.
We did
it. The devil tried again and was thwarted by the Lord. Woo!
Satan acting funny. Satan acting funny now. Satan acting funny.
I'm just saying. That was great.
We fucking did it. No, now we did it. We fucking doing it. Okay? Bitch, Jamar, we got every right to talk a little bit of shit right now. No.
Just a little bit. Just a little
Just
bit.
a little bit. We got every right to talk just a little bit of shit. We are the ones that you slept on. We the ones that you slept on. We the ones that you slept on. But with our and I'm gonna talk some shit with just a little bit of a testament in all of this. We did not think that we would get to where we are now. And I ain't saying that we are at like, at the very top. But we're in a different place than we was this time last year. This time last year we were just talking about this shit. This time last year we were nowhere near where we are now. This time last year I was still living out of a hotel. This time last year, I was in probably one of the worst times of my life. This time last year, I was fresh from a breakup. Did not know where I was gonna go, where I was gonna turn, none of that shit. And it was this shit, this person here that told me that we were going to do this, that we were going to do this.
Not even halfway believing it my damn self, but I sure said it.
Right. Because he didn't believe we was gonna do shit. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna do it, we're gonna see it. But as time went on and things started, flourishing as far as for me, as far as my living situation, my personal life and everything else, and we finally got into I got into a stable place, and now I didn't. At that point, I was able to do what I needed to do, and so did Jamar, and we started this show. It was supposed to be a podcast. It was supposed to be a podcast. That's what this was supposed to be. It was supposed to be a podcast, but it did, and it's only turned out to be. It then turned into a prelude of what our podcast would be. We built this show based on what our podcast was supposed to be. Never did we imagine that this would be a platform where LGBT people from reality shows would come to us, to our platform, to our show to talk about what they got going on, to talk about what shows they're on, to talk about their music, their whatever they're doing. They coming to us for interviews. You know what I mean? Now it's right now. It's not even a pop culture show really anymore. It's who we interviewing next. That's what this pretty much what this is at this point in time. So
like we had to kind of come up with what do we want to talk about this week? What shows do we want to do? To now, it's like bitch, we have so much content that we're almost overwhelmed.
Right.
And it's like let's just like again what you just said. We didn't have nothing, but then we just had Miss Lauryn England, right? Lauryn is an OG from the top YouTube LGBT reality show, award-winning reality show.
Right.
And Q, we didn't even get a chance to ask Q for an interview yet. Q reached out to us,
right,
trying to schedule an interview. Rico almost secretly threatened me. Every time I was like calling Dominique or talking to Dominique, and Rico was there, and he was like, "Where's my interview?" So rightfully so. I mean, I was gonna do it anyway but just the fact that the word of the mouth has gotten around, and I really do want to know like these people's opinion on like how we are, because like that makes a difference. Like if people, you can interview somebody, but if like they didn't really get the vibe, they didn't feel comfortable, they didn't, have a good time, it doesn't really mean much, and it's gonna travel throughout the community that people aren't gonna want to interview with you. But everybody who has come onto the platform, assuming that they're telling the truth, and I feel like they're telling the truth just based off the vibe of the interview, we're good at what we do.
Right.
We're good at what we do, and I feel like that's a talent that we, need to make sure that we give ourselves, because we be trying to, downgrade, not really give ourselves credit. Bitch, I'm popping my pussy tonight.
Yes, I mean, let's just keep it 100. I mean, for a long period of time, um, we were slept on. Let's just be real. And this ain't even no shade when we say that, but we came up with the best. Let's just say that, Jamar. We came up with the best of black YouTubers in the sector that we were a part of. We came up with the best. We came up with Kevin and McHale. We came up with Candy and Skittles from Sweet Addictions TV. We came up with your boy Nunu. We came up with Brian B. We came up with Forrest Rock. We came up with Ashley Miller. We came up with Bundy Blue. Much love. We came up with some of the greatest, some of the Messy Miles. Like we came up with a lot of great people. And of course, nobody was thinking about us. When you when you got all that greatness in the same damn room, like we came up with all of it. And you know what? I'm really gonna be real and say, because we already know how I feel, but we came up. Not only did we come up with them, but we also came up with Justin J. We may not fuck with him like that, but we came up with him too. He was a part of that lane at one point in time. And one thing about us too, we don't have to like a motherfucker to give them their props. You know what I'm saying? And just because we might not fuck with you like that, don't mean we don't see what you do. We
It was
came
my
up.
AA Connection TV.
Yes, A Connection TV.
I
Totally
look.
almost forgot.
Why is this camp? I did start my channel because of Wes. Because I started my channel, well, at least the way that I do it now. I had like a channel beforehand, but it was random animated stupid content. It didn't make any sense. I just started getting in front of the camera until I started doing Bad Girls Club, because I was watching Wesley do Bad Girls Club.
And let's not forget, Wesley was the one that was doing, just like we're doing this shit now. Wesley used to have the exclusives with the Bad Girls Club interviews.
Baby!
Now, let's like listen, because I still go back and watch. I would still go back and watch some of those old interviews that he would do with those girls when he was Mona Simone. Like, what was that damn theme song he had? Mona, some on, some on, Mona, some on, some on. Like,
Oh my god, I miss. I hope he still has those videos on his channel.
yes, like I'm just letting y'all know, like we came up with some of the best damn people. Like we did come up with them, and it was easy for us to get knocked to the side because when you got people, like let's just be honest, like when you got people like the Scorpion Show and Sweet Addictions and Rocks and Justin J and Bundy Blue and all these other people that had bigger numbers than we did, had a bigger fan base than we did. It was easy for us to be slept on just a tad bit because those people were great people. And even though we were in the company of those people, and they never made us feel like we were beneath them at all. They never made us feel that way,
Oh
period.
no,
Never made
'cause
us feel
they
that
were
way.
they knew we were supporting them for a long time, and that's just like just genuine. Like that was during a time when you could feel genuine support versus just average fan support, and I feel like that's definitely what's carried us into the opportunities that we have now, for sure.
And not to mention, even though we were supporting them, little did we know they were also supporting us. Little did we know. Little did we know they were supporting us. I remember when we did our very first OG panel, the very first one. It was Kevin, Candy, Bundy, Who else? Ashley. I think that was it.
Messi Miles, was he on that one?
He wasn't on that one. He wasn't on the first one.
Huh.
I think that was everybody that I called out. It was Kevin, Candy,
Rocks.
Bundy, huh?
Rocks didn't come on that one.
Remember, that was the very first one that we tried to get Rocks to come on, and Rocks
Oh, okay.
didn't want to do it. I think we called out everybody, and when we was up there, we were talking about how we were down in ourselves, and Kevin got us together. Not only did Kevin get us together, Ashley got us together. Bundy got us together.
What they
And it
said.
made, like the first thing, like when we were saying that we wanted to make this a podcast from the very beginning, and we didn't feel like we could do it. And the first thing that Kevin was like, the first thing Kevin said was, "Well, let me get y'all two together right now. Let me get y'all together right now." I don't remember everything he said, but I know he got us the fuck together. And I know that Ashley and Bundy was like, "Man, what y'all thinking? Y'all can't do it. Like y'all got it. Y'all got this. Y'all got that. Don't ever feel like y'all not entertaining. Don't ever feel like y'all not supported because we all support y'all." And it was just great to hear that the people that we look up to, some of the very people that is responsible for us even being here. Because just like Jamar said, Wesley is the reason why he made a channel. Kevin and Mikhail were the reason why I made a channel. You know what I mean? They were the ones that I looked up to. So to hear them, get us together and talk to us about our platform and give us advice about what we're trying to do and where we're trying to go and tell us that we are good, that meant a lot of stuff.
That's true. That's
That
very
meant
true.
that meant a lot to us. So yes, we're gonna pop it for pimp one good time at this point because we deserve to pop it for pimp. We've been slept on for years. You know what I mean? Like people didn't see it for us for years. Like there were people that said that I was like the chingy of YouTube and I need to stop doing videos. Ain't nobody checking for me. That was just said, I think, about 2 years ago. Someone said that like 2 years ago. Somebody called me little sickle cell the other day too. I had to throw that out there. That was funny.
They
Yes,
said
Jamar.
what?
They called me little sickle cell. I don't know how. I don't know where they came from. I don't know what sickle cell looked like. But they said, "Oh, little sickle cell still
Let
making
me say
videos."
something about comments like that. Comments like that.
Uh,
It's shit like that that incites karma. So whoever that was, watch
I'm
out.
like little sickle cell. I ain't gonna lie. I laughed. That was a creative one.
I
Be more
can't.
creative with their distance to me now.
I
We
cannot.
can't talk about my teeth anymore, so we're just gonna go for my looks
I'm
now.
telling you, people will say anything, but listen, like you said, that it's definitely been a journey. It has
Yes,
definitely been a
it has.
journey.
It has. And let's also get into this too. Why do the people be wanting us to fight so
Because it's entertaining.
bad?
Those are the people that just want to see people. They don't really care who they are. They just want to see people fight.
Yeah. Yeah, like they don't want us to get along.
And like he was talking about how much stuff we've been trying to go through and to get to this point, bitch. The, me and Scotty had a conversation. What just was it just last night about
It
the
was
sh-
last night.
was it last night?
It had to be either
Yeah,
last
yeah, yeah,
night
yeah.
or the night before last.
And I had posted it on my community wall because I haven't been, like uploading as much on my YouTube channel. And I'm like, baby, I just want y'all to know that there are things coming. I
There's a lot of things coming.
just want y'all to know that there are things coming with.
Hold on, Jamal. Let me say something right quick. Listen, I'm not saying that
I'm
it's
chiming out.
fun. I'm not saying that it's funny, as far as the sickle cell comment itself. It's not funny, but the fact that they used that on me, and I don't know what the fuck they used it on me for, that's what made it funny to me.
Listen,
Because
look.
I didn't understand. I didn't understand where it came from. So don't take it. So don't take it personal. Like I'm
Don't
not saying
tell me
having
what
sickle
you
cell
worry
was funny. Someone used sickle cell as a diss to me, and I laughed at it because it was a diss to me. I don't even have sickle cell, so I mean, that's why I laughed because it was silly.
We know. We said we know what you meant, but they had been kind of saying off the wall shit throughout the whole interview. So I just hit them from the channel, child.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a lot of great things that I'm so excited for y'all to see. And I'm bringing Scotty with me. You're going to
Yeah.
see us doing some shit.
Yes.
Taking opportunities that the other platforms did not take. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Don't believe me, just watch.
Yes, because honestly, as bad of a year that 2020 has been for most of us due to COVID, this has been a good year for you and I professionally.
Mm-hmm.
This has
Absolutely.
been a great year for us professionally. We have been able to do things that we were not able to do. You know what I mean? Like straight up, not able to do in the past, but we're doing it now.
Absolutely. And I definitely feel a lot more just energized because, baby, there's just stuff going on right now that's just frustrating and getting in my day.
We got something else coming up with the two of us. We ain't talked about it. We've alluded, but we ain't talked about it because we haven't finalized everything yet. Because Jamar's about to move, so that's the only reason why we ain't talked about it yet. But the DMs are there, and so
Oh,
is
yeah.
the group email, and the phone conference was also there too.
Mm-hmm.
So we got some stuff coming up now. Trust me, we got some stuff coming up. Um, there's other LGBT platforms that's on the up and coming that wants to work with us as well. Like it is what it is. I never thought that I would be doing any type of work within the LGBT entertainment side. I never thought that at all, but I'm doing it.
I'm telling y'all need to convince and get in Scotty's DMs telling him to get his ass to Atlanta because the minute I started, like, okay, let me move to Atlanta, let me go follow like what my gut is telling me. So like now, as soon as I land, like almost as soon as I land in Atlanta, we're gonna be taping for the Assistant 2 that I've already announced. We're gonna be taping for this other project that I can't talk about yet. That's coming out in the summer, girl. And then never mind, shit's happening when I get to Atlanta. Just know it's just happening, and I'm so grateful and just so ready for it. So
Yes,
ready.
yes, ma'am. It's gonna be out the chain 2021. Like we have a lot of stuff coming up. I actually have a phone call for tomorrow. It's a business call tomorrow that I have. It has something to do with one of those LGBT shows that's on the rise. I don't know what the phone call is about, Jamar. We'll know about it when I get done with the phone call, but I don't know what the hell it's about. But I'm going to have the phone call tomorrow.
Let
Um,
God.
also tomorrow. It will be our interview with Rico with a K. Okay, he'll be up here tomorrow night for an interview with us. Then I think the night after that is the interview with Oliver.
Part 2.
Part two. We're gonna do a part two because the last interview had to get cut short due to other things that Oliver had to do. But this time we're gonna finish out the interview with probably more questions in regards to the reunion. Hopefully he get drunk
Oh, yes.
tell us the tea. Because Lauren won't give us shit.
Baby,
I don't know if Oliver will run his mouth.
baby, tomorrow I'm gonna get some nice mood lighting, the nice little red light special, have
But I'm
like my silk robe on.
for though.
Listen, you should be able to be a whore for your husband. I just feel like if nobody else, you should be able to be a whore for your husband. Don't sit here and look. Okay, so we just gonna act brand new. That's fine. I
Yeah,
think y'all,
who?
huh?
You're who?
You heard what the fuck I said?
No, say it again. You're who?
My husband.
Hugh?
I'm about to beat you in the fucking face with this bottle, bitch. I swear. I
I
keep telling.
see
I
through
can't
your
tell you.
lies.
I
I see through your
don't
lies.
like her.
They
Uh,
see through your lies.
This bitch here. But
They see through your lies. They see through your lies.
no,
They
bitch, I
see.
see through your lies.
They
Okay,
see through your lies, bitch. They see through
I see through
your
your.
lies. They see through your lies. Just know that.
Oof. But yes, y'all, just stay tuned. So we appreciate everybody's support. Just watch us prosper. Just let us do it at the time that we can, because we moving and grooving, baby. We moving and grooving.
Most definitely moving and grooving, okay? And we had to have that testimonial moment because when Lauren said that she had not done any more interviews with anybody else. I think she did one with Imani, but
Yeah,
that was
and
it, right?
King of Reeds.
She did what now?
I think she did. It was Imani and then King of Reeds,
Okay. Did she
and that
say
was. I think that was him. I thought it was him. She said somebody else. I thought that's what she said.
either she did one with him or she said something about the interview that Kendra had did with him, bashing her.
Maybe
That
that's what it was.
that
I
might
have
be
to
what
look
she's talking
back at
about.
it. It was Imani and someone else. But basically, the point is, the bitch don't do interviews, but
Right.
she this one.
She did this one with the ones
And did y'all hear? She wants to do it again.
again with the two queers y'all slept on for years.
Uh,
What my
so
mom said.
I'm about to back Soulful Dog because Soulful Dog, you can get this work too. Okay,
Oh!
I've taken Troy out. I will take because I will take Lauren out. I've already known, and I'm calling you out too, bitch. Now you know what? I'm not even gonna look at the chat tomorrow because I swear to God,
Oh, I'm gonna put everything they say on the screen
I
so
will
you can see
leave. I will leave. I will. And you know what? Put everybody. Yes, please do that. And as you do it, I'm gonna go through the chat. Block, 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 block. Please put their names on this. Make it easier for me.
You know what? I'm kind of mad that you're not in Houston because I'm telling you why. I'm telling you why. I'm telling you why. Um, because I'm going to Dallas next month for my birthday, and Josiah is in Houston, and he's trying to drive up to Dallas to celebrate with me and my friends for my birthday. That would have been nice if you were there too. I'm just saying. But you
I
gotta
mean,
move,
you could have
huh?
came to Atlanta.
Huh?
You could have came to Atlanta.
But our friend lives in Dallas, and I haven't seen our friend in a while. That's the main reason why I wanted to go
Your friend can come to Atlanta too.
there. Bitch, I was just in Atlanta.
And your point is, what they got to do with the price of rice in China, bitch?
What the what? What?
You ain't never, you ain't never heard that.
No.
Wow, you ain't black. But no,
Bitch. You won't
somebody
believe what I was
like,
listening to on my way home from work, though.
huh?
Guess what I was listening to on my way home from work?
Here we go by Keisha Cole.
No, bitch. No. Why would I be listening to that? Do you have to make me so damn ratchet?
I don't have. You need no help in that department.
Anyway, with that being said, what
You
I
already. Girl, you should have seen that
what
coming.
I was listening to was "Damaged" by Danny Kane. I played that the whole trip home. Do you got a first aid kit?
dance team had a routine to that song. So there are songs that we've performed to that I can never listen to regularly. I always hear it and picture the choreography from that was oh damn
Oh,
12 years ago,
oh, yes.
and I cannot listen to that. It's that song, and then what's the song? Are you familiar with a lot of their music?
Yeah.
What's the song that starts out with when the red light comes on I transform.
Is it lights out?
When the red light comes on I transform. Looking at what is that song called?
Is it lights out?
Somebody love the song that I mentioned. Somebody
I want to say it's lights out.
Bad Girl. There it is.
That's the song with Missy Elliott.
There it is. That's what it was.
I thought it was lights out. Shit, I get them all mixed up, Chad.
But yeah, we had a routine to that too. So it was good times back then with that this Danity Kane.
Oh shit.
Let's go ahead and get off here, child, because I want to watch this part back.
Well, let us go. We'll see y'all tomorrow at the same time with Rico with a K. We will also see y'all Thursday night at the same time with Oliver Twins. After this week, there probably won't be any episodes of the Prelude until February the 3rd.
Bitch, you ain't never lied because I'll be damned.
Yeah, it won't be any after this week. It won't be any more episodes of the Prelude until February the 3rd. And February the 3rd, we'll be interviewing Q of Chasing Atlanta. We'll be interviewing Q that day. So after Oliver's part 2 on Thursday, no show because Jamar got to get prepared for his big move to Atlanta. He already stressed out about it already. He got a lot going on with that. You know, he's moving from one side to the next. So he got to get his shit shipped and every goddamn thing else across that damn country. And it's a lot. My friend been dealing with a lot. Okay,
And
so
still recording. I'm not even doing shit on my own platform no more. But I'm making sure I do this, and then me and Maddie got our drag race stuff. So it may not look like I'm doing shit because I'm not putting it on my own shit, but damn it.
and hopefully when he gets settled in Atlanta, he starts putting out more content on his channel.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because bitch, when I was like in my own space, in my own like everything, baby, that's when I was the most consistent. Good times. And then it won't even just be YouTube videos. Like I'll be putting out covers. I could be putting out like my TikTok videos. Like I'm telling you, just
Okay, so let's just say this. Let's just say this. We got more things to come this year, including an official revamp of the Jamar 84 YouTube channel. Let's just say that. Official revamp.
okay. And you might see me on other platforms.
Most definitely other platforms.
Some that you're familiar with, some that you're not.
But you will definitely find out. But y'all, with that being said, we out of here for tonight. And look, I did this interview straight from work, as y'all can see. I didn't even change my clothes. These are straight up work clothes I did this interview in. Okay,
So
straight
now
up.
you feel like me every week.
Listen, listen,
Straight from work.
and I'm tired as shit. Okay, like tired as fuck. But however, I gotta go and numb my fucking mouth again because my gums are swollen after this damn root canal. And I'm scared to take any more Advil because I don't want to overdose. But yeah, that's it. We'll talk to y'all later. Be on the lookout for the next interview tomorrow and the next interview after that on Thursday. And then for the rest of January, Wish Jamar luck on this move that he got because he got a lot of shit to do. Okay.
Um,
Okay. So with that being said, y'all, I'm out. Jamar's out. We're both signing out, and we had a great time tonight with you guys and with Lauren. Okay. So we out this bitch. Peace.
y'all hoes that were late, watch your back.